Welcome into the morning app on this lovely Wednesday morning. You're listening to 90.5 WASU with Josh, Howard, Dovey, and myself, Kristen. And boy, is it feeling like a Wednesday, guys.
It is the middle of the weekend. That is for certain. That's for sure.
Is there an end? Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? I know I say this every single week, but fingers crossed I'll make it this week. Who knows? Stay tuned.
See, we say that every week, like, oh, is the shining light coming on us? But we make it every week and do the same thing over and over again.
I think I die a little bit inside.
You die a little bit each week, but you're still alive. Still making it happen.
School's getting hard. Life's getting hard. Things are coming together, though. At least we get to be here this morning talking about all of our favorite things. And right now.
So have you ever felt that whenever you're at home on your Wi-Fi and you just feel like it's not safe, it's not secure at all? Do you feel like that you're vulnerable to people hacking and getting into your Wi-Fi?
I feel like I'm vulnerable all the time, not just with Wi-Fi.
Aww.
Yeah. Specifically with like the ASU one. I don't know why, but I feel like the school is like, all right, what's Dovey up to? Like every time I plug into either the ASU Visitor or like this ASU Secure, I don't know, something about it makes me feel like
not safe.
Nothing. I don't know what it is.
Well, isn't every school, or at least I know from my public school that I went to for high school, don't they monitor what you look up, like if it's bad, like how to make a bomb, like how to do all that? Don't they like watch all that stuff?
They monitor. I think there's like data in any Wi-Fi that will monitor that, not just your schools.
Yeah, I think there's probably a filter for whatever you search up specifically, and if it's a big flag, and then they're like, oh, we gotta look at this guy or look at this girl, what she's doing. But it turns out that every Wi-Fi network in the world is vulnerable to hackers, and there's really nothing that we can do about it. It's just a thing at the moment. So this is a news story that came out. It's a new security flaw that's been found with, the common consumer Wi-Fi that people have at their homes. So it just means we're all vulnerable, and you better get ready because we don't know. Because a lot of people are like, oh, my God, is this about Russia? Is this about, like, other hackers getting into our stuff, getting our personal information, It just came out recently doing a new survey.
Well, crap.
Now, when you say they can hack us, like, what does that mean exactly? Can they like access your stuff or like what you're browsing, or is it like
right? They can access any personal information that you may put on like Google Chrome or Safari or anything like that. Because now Google Chrome has an option where you can add your credit card to your account, which I actually use because it makes life a little bit easier.
Of course you would. Out of everybody, it'd be Howie. Howie's a tech-savvy guru. He's the one that's actually hacking us, and he's just like going easy on us by telling us that we are hackable. Yeah. He's warning us before he actually does it.
Yeah, I'm just letting you guys know that I'm watching you.
He's watching you, Dovey. He's been rushing this whole time.
I'm a part of that big thing. But, it's just one thing that's happening with hackers. They can get into any network now, which is terrifying to think about.
I don't like that. I don't like that. And like... This also comes with just moving forward, I guess, in this day and age. But debit cards, also one thing. One time, something happened with mine. I talked to my bank about it. I was like, well, what can I do to prevent this from happening again? And they were like, yeah, that's the bad part. There's nothing you can really do except use cash as much as you possibly can.
There you go.
And I'm like, well, I hate cash. I hate carrying cash. If there's cash in my wallet, I will blow it. Like, it's gone in a heartbeat. I don't think about spending it. But for some reason, if it's on my debit card, I'm more likely to think about the purchase because I know my bank account amount. So I don't know. And I don't necessarily know how much cash is in my wallet. And you're just vulnerable to all these things. And it's very scary. And I dislike it very much.
I'm going to go even more old school. I'm going to start trading chickens.
There you go.
You can't track chickens. There's nothing you can do.
You can put a tracker in them.
Maybe.
But that's a lot of effort.
That's a lot of work.
So is hacking, but...
That is.
People
But
do anyway.
They say that you have a little bit better chance if you use your home network, because if you have a router at home, it has a little bit of extra security. Not much, but just a tad bit more. So you're a little bit more protected. So it's more of like the public networks, like he said, like the school network or if you're out and about somewhere and have like McDonald's has public Wi-Fi, something like that.
What you're saying is that every single student on this campus should bring in their own
Router.
router and have their own Wi-Fi and
Yes.
really stick it to the school and the hackers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Fight back the hackers.
It's interesting, though, because I remember I read this article one time that had a study done about public Wi-Fi usage, and I think it was some park in London where, you know how you connect to a public Wi-Fi and then it'll say terms and agreements and then you have to click agree if you want the Wi-Fi?
I always agree.
And they made up like ridiculous rules like, oh, you know, we'll get your firstborn child if you sign into our Wi-Fi and stuff like that. And people just don't even think. They just click away and just crazy.
Wasn't there a South Park episode like that?
Yeah,
Like
I
somebody
think
didn't,
so.
and then like I don't know, something went down, and he's like, "Dude, apparently it was in the iTunes terms of agreement, but I didn't read it." And then all his friends were like, "What? You didn't read the agreement?"
So yeah, just watch out. We are all vulnerable.
Hacking is a good skill. I need to learn that skill.
Well,
I
Oh
think
my
it'd be
gosh.
valuable.
I don't think it's quite legal.
Yeah, but if you do it right, like
Okay.
Wait,
I mean,
what?
everything is
The
legal as long
Robin
as you
Hood
don't
hacker,
get caught.
right? You can hack into like Donald Trump's wallet and then like give it to the, I don't know.
I mean,
It'd be I think it would be fun. I think every guy has a fantasy of being a hacker. I think, you know what I mean?
you're right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking
I
about?
agree.
Like just being in your room, like clicking away and like.
And like it only
Making that
taking like
noise.
5 seconds because if you watch any movie ever, they're like, "Oh, I got this." Sit down a computer.
Yeah,
3
yeah,
seconds.
It's sick.
I'm in. It's like, whoa.
That is no desire of
Main
mine.
character of the Matrix. He's a hacker. You know what I mean?
Hey, he's right.
Well, now I want to hack. All right. Well, speaking of hacking, I guess we got Netflix, which I think Netflix really hacks all of our lives. If we're being honest, like they're really they're in there, and I've got the top 20 shows that people binge race.
Binge race.
Yeah, that is the newest term that Netflix has hacked into our life. Instead of binge watching, they've now inserted binge race because I guess binge racing is within the first 24 hours of like a show being put out there.
That is not something to be proud of.
Oh, it is.
No,
is.
it is not.
Oh, it is.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it is.
I'm so proud that I binged Game of Thrones 6 seasons in 2.5 weeks.
Why is that something to be proud of? Congratulations, Howard. You did not leave your couch for 6 weeks.
It was winter break, okay? What was I else gonna do?
I think this is crazy. When people are like, oh my gosh, you haven't finished that series yet? Well, I finished. Come on, you're so slow. I'm like, oh, sorry. I'm out living my life, going outside, meeting people. Sorry.
Overrated.
Are you though? Are you though?
I just think that... I don't know. This binge racing thing is just ridiculous. Like, you're being proud of being lazy, which is not
Y'all-
something
Well,
to be
you should-
proud
Y'all-
of.
You should also enjoy the show. If you're like binge racing, then you can't really.
Good
what I
point.
do is I usually watch a couple episodes and then I'll take like a day off and I'll think about it. I'm like, boy, oh boy. But it's easier if you've already seen Game of Thrones, right? Like if you've already seen
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, I could never, ever watch Game of Thrones all 6 seasons in 2 weeks.
Oh,
for
it was
the
the first time I
time.
watched it, yeah.
No, it wasn't.
I'm serious. It was the first time I watched it.
No, it was not.
I'm serious. And I loved
You
it.
were an
You got
animal.
sucked
I loved
in.
it.
How did you keep up with any? Because
I
there's
was
so
watching
many
5
names.
episodes a day. It was bad.
Okay.
Wow.
Going back to Kristen's point, you can make fun of binge racing all you want, but don't try and sit here and lie to us. You have an actual life, okay? I know you're on the couch. I know you're on the couch.
Josh! Listen, it is early in the morning. I
Got
do
her.
not need that.
All
No,
right,
but
well,
this whole binge racing thing, I don't know.
it's legendary.
No, it's just
Me
dumb.
and Howie did it.
We
And
did.
one of the shows that made the list, Marvel the Defenders, and me and Howie watched that from 10:30 at night until 5:30 in the morning.
Yep.
No life.
Proud
8
of it.
Is that worth it?
Episodes?
Is that as good as the films?
It's good.
No, I think it's way better than the
That
film.
tells a lot.
I think it's way better
Yeah.
than the
It's
film.
good.
It's good, but like Jessica Jones and Daredevil are better.
Yeah,
I think
better
it's
than
number
the film
3
shows.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, that one came at number 3. Number 1 is Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life.
Oh,
Favorite.
gosh.
Oh my.
I love it. Number 2 is Fuller House.
Okay,
Okay, that show is not good.
no, it's not.
It's
but
not.
I'm not gonna lie. I did watch the
Oh,
entire first season.
Oh.
I was
Same.
sick. Thank you very
Uh-huh.
much.
It's like a Disney
Yeah.
Channel show for adults. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
It
Yeah.
is.
I watched like the first episode because I loved Full House as a
Uh-huh.
kid, but man, I could not do
It's
it.
not good.
All right, I'm going to round out the top 10 here. Number 4, 7 Deadly Sins. I have no clue what that is.
Never
Me
seen
neither.
it.
Cool. Number 5, The Ranch.
Great show.
Love
Is
The
it?
Ranch.
Yes,
Yes.
it's great.
Oh, miss,
Is that
I
the
don't
one-
binge watch or do anything. 'cause
No,
I
I
don't.
don't. I take my time to watch these episodes over the course of, a
A
month
year.
or a semester or a year.
year.
Yeah.
You're lying. You're first in line. Number 6, Santa Clarita Diet. No
Never
clue what
seen
that is.
Yeah.
Trailer Park Boys. Number 7.
Oh,
Never
I
seen
do
that.
not like that show.
I know a lot of people that like it, but I've never seen it.
Ugh, it's so bad.
I don't know, Kristen. That's like 3 out of the top 10 that you said you've watched, and I've only seen 1.
I've only
so-
seen one episode of Trailer Park Boys, and it was not funny.
Hey, something doesn't add up here. That's all I'm saying.
Number 8, F is for Family.
That's my show. Love it.
Really?
Love it. It's cartoon. It's great.
Okay. Number 9, Orange is the New Black.
Yep.
I heard it's good.
Haven't seen a new season, but
It is amazing. But one thing that they do all the time is that last episode of that season is a major cliffhanger. I mean, you saw the last season. Have you seen the last
Yeah.
season? Major cliffhanger. So what I tend to do with that show is I will not watch the last episode until the new seasons come out, because otherwise I'm sitting at the edge of my seat until for another year?
Yeah.
Nope, not doing that.
fair.
It's just starting to sound like Kristen watches a lot of TV.
No.
shows.
There's a difference between watching Netflix and binge watching Netflix. And I do not advocate for binge watching anything.
Okay. Number 10, Stranger Things.
Love it.
Yep.
Season
Yeah.
2 come in
I'm
2
s-
weeks, right?
Yes,
Halloween.
I
Can't wait.
the trailers are always amazing.
Oh yes.
It's gonna be so good. I'm so ready for that show.
I'm excited.
Can't wait. Are we going to binge watch it, Howie?
Oh yes, absolutely. Let's make it happen.
Can't wait. Well, Kristen is clearly lying to us all, but we've got more great topics, and we got our favorite game, Real or Fake News, coming up in a little bit. But here's ABBA, Take a Chance on Me.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
Welcome back to The Morning App. It is 8:16 in the morning, obviously. I hope you're staying really cozy and really healthy. My throat is killing me, so I'm sorry if I sound like I'm dying at any point, but you know it's that time of the season. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys feeling okay for the most part? Or
I'm
like,
good. It's just the allergies.
The allergies.
Yeah.
I'm thriving.
It's like a
What a
new present
lie.
every day. Like my eyes are gonna be red, or like my throat's gonna hurt in the morning, or something.
This is my season. You gotta take all the vitamin C so you can enjoy this cold fall weather. I'm loving it.
That flu shot, too, needs to start happening because
It
flu
does.
season. I learned my lesson this year in February when I got the flu for the first time. Never again.
See,
Yeah,
I'm not going home till Thanksgiving, so I guess I'll get my flu shot from my dad then.
Yeah.
I don't like getting it from other people. I don't like getting it from my dad. He smiles when he gives it to me.
I mean, your dad's a doctor.
I know, but I like it when his nurse gives it to me because she, like, you know, she'll tell me it's gonna hurt. My dad will just be like, "It's not gonna hurt at all." Grins
Stab.
widely, like smiles. I'm like, "Why are you smiling?" I'm not. Like, Dad, you clearly are. Oops, jab.
Take those lessons with you.
Yeah. Well, I've got some more today I learned, which is something I always like to do on a Wednesday. Just little fun facts, nothing like crazy, but
I like learning.
it kind of just amps you up a little bit. You're like, I didn't know that. They're not really mind blowing, but it does make you go, you know. So I'm gonna hook you up with some today I learned. So here's some of my favorite ones from Reddit. All right. Today I learned that Earth is the only known planet where fire can burn. No other planet can't. No other planet has enough oxygen.
Wait. The sun is literally burning fire.
But it's
We're
not a
talking.
planet.
We're talking like planets
That's
that
not a
were
planet.
that aren't the sun.
That's
That-
celestial.
I have
It's
no
a
idea.
star, but does that mean that the sun has oxygen? It must then, right?
It does. It has a ton. I'm sure.
The way
But we're
stars
talking
burn out.
planets.
Yeah.
It's-
I don't know the physics behind this.
We're talking planets.
I don't know. I'm stumped right now.
It seems really like you never, because you see all these like sci-fi movies and shows with like planets that have fire on them, so you'd never.
I'm very
But
confused.
This is as far as we know,
So
there's not enough oxygen in the atmosphere, I guess.
okay, and maybe this is my lack of paying attention in science class when I was younger because
sure.
science bores me. But does that mean that like comets and asteroids don't start to catch fire until they hit our atmosphere?
Well, they're not planets. They're like
Kristen, we
But
are
that
talking
means, no,
planets.
I understand that it's planets, but that means that the
right.
space has oxygen, which
I don't-
means shouldn't other planets have oxygen?
Oh, it does
No, 'cause they
have
have their own-
oxygen, but not enough.
Because they
to
have their
burn.
own atmosphere.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
For fire, because fire. Like, just-
I don't understand.
I'm so sorry I did this. I'll go to the next one. Though. Today I learned that Eminem set the Guinness World Record for with Rap God for the most words in a hit single. The song has a record-breaking 1,560 words in 6 minutes 4 seconds, and averaging 4.28 words per second. One section of the song features 97 words in 15 seconds at 6.5 words per second.
Yeah, but he did not compose that song naturally. That was all digital.
Uh,
No, it was like it is.
Even
If you research the
that's
song.
really impressive
Oh, wait.
to write that down on paper
That is a lot.
and
of work.
make
I'll give him
make
that.
rhythmic sense out of what you put on the line. You know,
Yeah.
that's pretty insane.
That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite Eminem songs, too. I love Rap God.
You definitely said M&M's, and I thought candy right away. I was like, "Oh, Eminem set a world record," and then he was like, "Oh, rap. Wait, what?"
I'm pretty sure if Eminem went to any other planet, he could set it on fire.
Yeah, he probably
If he wanted to rap it.
My mixtape, fam. It's fire.
and just like all right, today I learned Hugh Jackman had no idea what a Wolverine was when he auditioned for the
Yep.
role, and he actually spent 2 weeks studying wolves instead.
Yep, that is true. And he's still the greatest.
In air quotes, you can't see method acting.
That's dedication right there. He
It
said,
is
I'm gonna
dedication.
sleep with the wolves.
Oh, poor
He's
Australians.
awesome. I love him.
Today I learned that Germany has mandatory quiet time from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and then 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Monday through Saturday and all day Sundays and holidays.
Where do you get these facts?
Reddit.
They have a link.
Are they are they factual facts? Are they
Bada
real
boom.
facts?
They are
Just because
legit.
the internet says it doesn't mean it's true.
Oh.
Is she trying to debunk these too?
I'm
I'm
tired.
just saying.
She
I'm
is.
just saying. I've had friends study abroad in Germany, and they would have mentioned this if it was enforced. It's clearly not enforced.
Or unless it was just a thing that they do, and they're like, why wouldn't you have quiet hour?
Yeah, maybe people that are from Germany.
It might not
know
be
about
like
it?
mandatory, but it might be somewhere out there, like in the book, saying like, hey, chill
Maybe it's
out.
just to think about what they did. You know, when they have like a countrywide timeout.
On to the
timeout.
next one. So today I learned the band Fall Out Boy apologized to college football fans after ESPN played their song Centuries 45 times during all 3 games of the 2014 college football playoff.
Yeah.
Could you imagine having to sit in the audience someday, just like constantly hearing Fall Out, that song, that clip, like
You know what? Now that I think about it,
Heard it
every
a
time I
lot.
heard it on ESPN, I heard it all of the time. I heard Century so much.
Well,
That makes sense.
they always pick one song usually. Right now it's Thunder, Imagine Dragons. I hear that
Yeah.
on every single sporting event, and it just gets stuck in my head. Thunder, feel the thunder. And I'm like, guys, stop! Like it's just one word. Stop feeling the thunder.
And then now they're doing Kendrick Lamar too. They're doing Humble. Yeah, I've been hearing that too.
not
a lot.
him, but
Oh,
he's
no.
good. Why?
I agree with that
Oh
one.
man, well that's all I got for this week.
Mm.
And yeah. So stick around because we will have some more stuff to talk about. We got real or fake news coming up. Stick around on the morning app.
on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
Welcome back into the morning app, and we got your weather report right here with Howie. Howie, it is finally getting cold. Of course, that is thanks to Kristen.
Yeah, she wished it upon us to get cold.
Yeah.
But it is currently 36 outside. It's going to get to 63 today, surprisingly. So during the day, it's going to get really hot. It's going to be a lot colder tonight. It's going to get to 35, 34 range. So it's normal Boone, hot and cold. So you got to dress multiple layers in the morning, and then you take them all off during the day, and you put them back on at night. So it's going to be interesting weather coming up in Boone the next couple of weeks for sure.
I'm loving it, though. I mean, I don't like the whole hot during the day part, but I love that it's finally cold in the mornings. I like
see my breath in the morning. That sounds like a really weird thing to say. I like seeing the, like, you know, when you like talk and you see the, and then the air comes out and you're like, ooh, yeah.
Oh,
Boone weather.
All I'm thinking about right now is Katy Perry, Hot and Cold.
Hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no.
Yes, we know all the words to that song because who doesn't?
It's a great song.
You know what else is hot and cold, though?
You guys.
What is it?
Our
Thanks, though.
favorite,
Hot Pockets.
our favorite game show here on the Morning App, Real or Fake News, because it gets heated in this room.
Heated is
Play
the
this
understatement.
And the results are so cold.
All right,
Yikes.
so here's how this works. I'm going to read 4 news headlines, and all I can tell you is the headline itself, and you will determine if it is real or fake. You will get a tally for every wrong answer. So it's like golf, because at the end of the semester, the lowest score wins. Dovey, do you have our update?
No. Just kidding. It's Josh has 12 points, so he's in the lead. Howie, you have 13 points. You're in the second lead, and I'm in last place with 16 tallies.
The second lead, I like that.
You're in the third lead.
Yeah, you got to be an optimist.
The
I'm in the
third
third lead. Yeah,
Out of 3 people.
I love it.
the mindset.
All right, are you guys ready for the first news headline?
No,
Always
but yes,
ready.
We have to go for it.
Stay ready.
Man survives a 7-story fall.
7-story fall.
Okay, I've heard of cat woman. There's got to be a cat man. Cat land on their feet when they fall out of 7-story windows. Real. You like that train of thought right there?
You know, I'm gonna say real.
Yeah, he liked it.
It's real news.
Oh man. I think, I mean, I want to say not real because I want to, like, add contrast, but my head's saying it's real because I think you can land that. If depending on what the surface is,
Because
you would be hurt, but I think it's, but it would be news though.
because
Survivable?
Catwoman. Yeah, it's survivable.
Yeah, survivable.
Surviving 7 stories is not newsworthy?
Yeah,
I think
right?
it's very
That's
newsworthy.
yeah, I agree.
Surviving
cool
3
story.
is newsworthy.
I'll say it's real.
Okay,
I think
All
it's
real.
real.
you guys all say real? This is my favorite part of the day because you are all wrong.
Oh.
That was
Should've
fake.
Should have went with the.
I like how we were trying to evaluate. Oh, yeah, you could if you do this. If you land this way, I technically could.
I just really thought Catwoman, Catman, cats. Yes.
Batman.
That should have worked.
Musical. Cat's the musical. Yeah, it would happen.
All right, this next one. Are you ready?
Yes.
Woman welcomes 100th foster dog into her home.
Real.
Have you seen
Why?
Hotel?
Because this would be me.
Yeah.
Have you seen Hotel for Dogs? Yes. Real.
Yeah. Hotel for dogs.
Oh my gosh. Y'all have to agree.
Great
Two
film.
people in the lead always agree on the same one, and it's like,
We're trying to
And
save the
then you get
lead.
stuck behind.
yeah, dude, I know this one's not.
Are you cheating, Dovey?
No, dude, I just know that. I want to say it's not real, but I know.
You know
I'm gonna
it's
get
real.
that tally. I'm gonna say it anyways. It's not real.
Oh, no.
Okay. So Josh and Howie, you say
I say it's real because
Hotel for Dogs.
100 foster dogs, that's not as far-fetched as people think.
Not
You could
o-
have
fetch.
like a farm going, a dog farm.
Not only is it Hotel for Dogs, also you've heard of 101 Dalmatians. So if someone can have that many dogs,
Yeah, it ain't 101 though.
Oh,
this is
that's
100. This is
100.
less. Like it's even more realistic. It's real.
okay, and Dovey, you're gonna say fake.
No.
All right, Dovey, you are correct. Howie and Josh, you are
Oh
wrong.
man.
Boy,
oh, this is a lie.
congratulations, Dovey.
It's a lie.
Now I'm only like not as behind.
Howie, we're 0 for 2.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we
Man,
are.
my train of thought and my thinking isn't working today.
Come on, man.
I Ah,
All right.
Let me down.
Next one is great. This one's going to be interesting. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Toddler rides massive pet python.
this is real.
That's fake.
Wait, repeat that.
A pet python?
Toddler rides massive pet python.
It's a real python. It's a living python.
It says pet, and I can only give you the title.
This is real.
But
That's
I mean,
It's real.
It's fake.
There's no way. It's
It's real.
I'm just trying to picture that. Like the coordination of the baby and then like the will of the python to not eat the baby. That's just a lot.
You strap the baby to it.
Whose parents? Where the...
Who's man?
Yeah, like...
Hey, you only live once. It's real.
Oh, man.
Josh says real.
I'm saying
I say it is fake news.
it's baloney.
Dovey and Howie, you say fake.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Josh, you're correct. This is real. This is real. A video shows a 3-year-old in Vietnam riding on the back of his family's pet python. The family has had the snake, which is 20 feet long, weighs 176 pounds for the last 4 years. And they say that the snake is actually very gentle.
Yep.
I don't believe it. I didn't see a video.
You still don't believe it?
I don't believe it.
This is from October 2017, so this is recent.
Yeah, I knew it.
0 for 3. Oh no. Not like this.
All right. I only give 4, so this is the last one, okay? Man accused of stealing $1.2 million worth of fajitas.
$1.2 million worth of fajitas.
That is
No,
also real.
That is fake. There's no way. There's no way you can steal that many.
That's real.
There's no way.
I'm going to say real.
There you go, Dovey. Believe in the fajita.
I think it's that important.
Yeah.
No. It's fake.
Fajitas.
Okay, so Josh,
Real.
Howie,
Fake news.
Dovey.
It's real.
Yeah?
Dealer. It's a deal, Howie.
Oh, gosh. Okay,
show.
well, Josh and Dovey, you are correct. This is real news. Man accused of stealing $1.2 million worth of fajitas. A government employee managed to get these fajitas delivered to himself undetected for 9 years, costing over $1.2 million over the course of 9 years. So this is real news, guys.
I'm here.
What a legend.
That's great.
Also a recent article from October of 2017. So these are real.
Man, Howie's face looking over this paper as I'm slowly creeping up to second in the lead.
How would you go 0 for 4?
0 for 4.
Oh, man, oh, man. So I am still in last place with 18 points.
Okay.
Howie's got 17 points.
Oh, God.
Josh
Close.
only has 14. He's
I
Tiger
don't like
Woods.
that.
I'm good.
I don't like
Hey,
that.
we have a couple of Wednesdays left, so I'm going to come back and strike back. It's okay, I'll take the 0 for 4 today. Coming back on the morning app, we have our normal relationship topics. Dave Matthews on the app.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
90.5 WASU. It is 8:46 on this lovely Wednesday morning. And
Lovely.
We've had real fake news. We've had Today I Learned, but now we're going to talk about relationships, which are gross.
Yay!
Don't date ever.
Relationships aren't gross. Relationships are only gross if you're salty about them.
Whoa, whoa. Was that shade?
Maybe.
Relationships are-
You've just been throwing
so
shade at
cold
me
out?
all morning, and then you're like, oh, retaliate, and I finally
You
retaliate.
hurt me because I've
Yeah.
been bullying you. You can't bully me back.
And that's how this works. That's what friendship is. You bully me, I bully you. That's friendship.
You took it too far there. Too far.
No, but really, I think relationships, some are gross. Some can be gross if they're too public about it, I think.
Yeah.
But right now, we are mostly talking about, and this crossed my mind the other day, and I wanted to gauge your guys' opinion on this. A lot of people will say that it is easier to meet others now more than ever because of technology, right? You have Tinder, you have all these other dating apps, Bumble, but I honestly think that now it's harder to meet people because you might meet people via technology, but it's not going to be a quality relationship. And so now I feel like maybe your friend circle might not be smaller, but like your chances of meeting somebody in real life and having a quality relationship, I feel like those are it's smaller chance. You know, I feel like technology is actually hindering our ability to meet people that are dateable or people that you could see yourself in a relationship with, you know, because it's usually friends of friends or, you know, but now it's just Tinder and Bumble. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I don't know. I think that it's hindering us.
Are y'all Tinder users? Are you Tinder active?
I'm not I get on sometimes when I'm bored. Like when I'm bored, I'm like, oh, let's check see what Tinder's like, but I don't use it daily.
I used to do it for the pickup lines.
The
Loved
pickup
it.
That's
lines,
what they
just
all
the-
say.
That's literally what I did. My Gillette one, really good.
Josh trying to
Your
find
Gillette
love.
one.
Yeah, it's
Wait.
is your middle name Gillette because you're the best a man can get?
Oh my!
Love that
You're
one.
done.
That was a
Get 'em
great
outta here.
one.
To be
Alright,
fair,
so
that's,
canceled.
No.
that's one that I haven't heard. And
Right?
you know, there are
you.
those. Oh, if you would be a vegetable, you'd be a cucumber.
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
hate
get
that
out of
one.
Oh,
here.
yeah, that was gross.
Overused.
No.
That one's not overused. Nicely done.
But
Josh.
I haven't done any of that in a while. Actually, it's been a couple months.
But okay, so I guess since you guys are single, do you think it's harder to meet people now, or do you think it's easier because of technology? Like, what is your opinion on that?
See, I think it's easier in a campus situation, like being an app, because you run into people all the time. Like my ex-girlfriend, I met her.
I run into her everywhere.
Oh, no. Actually, I don't run into her at all now, but I met her the first weekend I came up here, and it was in person because of a friend. She was like, oh, yeah, it's my friend. And I was like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. And then we ended up talking, and we dated for a little bit. So I think it's easier in a campus setting to meet somebody, but if you're out and about, like in the real world working, it's a little bit harder because you can meet people at work, or you don't find people on the street. You don't run into people all the time. Say, oh wow, you look cute, let's date.
Right.
Something like that.
That would be creepy.
That would be very weird.
Do not do that.
I feel like technology is a good way to meet people if your groups that you hang out with are small or you know everybody. Because again, like we said, or you don't do much or have a job. Like because if you're only hanging out with your one group, if you know everyone in that group, everyone friends and everything, how else are you gonna meet people? I mean, if you don't go to any clubs or anything like clubs, any sports, do any anything else other than your friend group and maybe where you work, if you know everybody there, you're
Right.
kind of out of options.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried that like Tinder kind of the thing I don't like about Tinder is that like I think it might desensitize people over time when you get to constantly keep swiping what you like and what you don't like, and you keep building your expectations up and up
Yeah.
and up and up. Does that make sense? And then when
Yeah.
you
Up
see
and
them
up.
in person, then you're like, wait, this isn't the picture I want to date a supermodel, or that's kind of what I worry about.
And then
Does that make sense?
No, it definitely does. I've seen this in a lot of my friends who mostly use Tinder.
Mm.
At first they'll be like, oh, he's cute and he's nice. And then over time it's like, oh, he's not perfect. So, looking, oh, he's not 7'5" or whatever.
there's
Some
other
ridiculous
qualities to look at.
expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tinder only lets you look at, what you want to see basically
Yeah.
and filter that.
Yeah, I remember I used to work at a restaurant a long time ago, and I remember seeing you. There was a certain day where there were like a lot of Tinder dates. I don't know why, but there was one instance where there was a person sitting down, and somebody came in through like the very front door, and then they like peek over, and then they see the guy, and she like goes like takes a couple steps back right behind the wall, pulls out her phone, looks at it, peeks one more time, right? She like looks over the wall, and then she just walks out.
Oh.
And it's like that kind of stuff that's like, oh man, I mean, like you're gonna get dinner. Like, just have a good time.
Yeah.
Just, you never know. But
Maybe
it's just that kind of stuff.
Maybe she was catfished, though. Like, maybe. I mean, maybe he wasn't as attractive in person as his pictures, but also maybe he could have been completely different. That happens all the time.
Right.
Do you watch Catfish?
I know, I do.
It's a real thing that happens.
He looked like a normal dude. Like,
Oh, okay.
he didn't look like a mess or anything.
Yeah. I mean, final thought for me, I think I'm not using that online dating stuff or anything, just because I think, once you meet the right person, you'll know, like, things that work out for the best, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
Why force it?
I've got another thing to kind of throw up in the air, because I was just kind of trying to figure out some stuff to talk about. This is the first like relationship topic I was told to present, but like
This is a big one.
yeah, I was like, well, why start off small? I'm just gonna go straight into. I guess, what is your opinion on like when is it time to tell your partner that you love them?
Never.
Yeah, you were like, that's it.
Yeah, no.
It's the safest bet. I mean, like, honestly, like, is it a thing of time? Do you think it is a thing of emotional connection or value? Like, how would you?
There is no specific time to tell your partner I love you. There is no moment when you have to, or there's no timeline, no expiration date on it whatsoever. This is something that is relationship to relationship. It could be a year. It could be 3 months. It could be 2 days if you're feeling it. I mean, a little crazy, but if it's 2 days for you, if that's how you feel, say it.
Yeah. See, I think you should say how you feel, but also 2 days might be really.
I mean, that
really
was just,
early.
yeah. Not saying that's ever happened, but.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's like an exact time frame to tell your partner that you love them, but you also want to do it when you know for sure. Like you don't want to just say
Right.
I love you. and
Okay,
be like,
cool.
Oh yeah, love you too. I hate when a girl says I love you too. I want to say, you gotta say
Yeah.
I love you back,
Right.
and I'll be satisfied because you say I love
Really?
you too, and then it's like a quick way out. Like, oh yeah, I love you too.
You know what I hate? Love you. I will literally say I love you until I get an I love you back, because I think love you is just like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, bye, love you, we'll see you later.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I
Another-
love my
another way
friends,
out.
You could joke.
I love my
You can, like,
parents,
yeah,
but
you can make that a casual, like, love you.
yeah,
you know,
no, but I love you. You know,
That's
it's
like
different.
That's like a little bit more power to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say whenever you feel like that's the time to tell him, because the first time is a big deal.
Yeah.
Because then
It
you're
is.
Oh my goodness, he loves me or she loves me. Oh my god.
Keep them wanting more. Never say it. So that's how you keep the relationship fresh, okay?
2 weeks later, he gets a message back from the volleyball girl from Instagram. He'll be like, guys, I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. And I don't
That's how you do
care
it
who
right there.
knows. It's like elf.
I think one thing you should do before you say it, I mean, if it is how you're feeling, I don't think that anything should stop you from saying it. Make sure it is love, but also make sure your partner is ready to hear it. If they are not ready to hear it, it could hinder your relationship. So, make sure that they're ready for that, because it is a big word.
It is.
It is.
Now, final note again. If you're in a situation where you're both about to die, definitely say it, okay? In one of those
Might as well.
movie situations, you're hanging off a cliff. I love you. Like, you got to say it then, okay? Not
I
love ya.
you.
Love you.
Love you, boo.
Love you,
Emoji.
You too.
Let her go. Drop her.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, the next time we will be back will be Friday. You've been listening to The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.